gods! I suppose...
What's an heroic...
And you know what they say?
You of all people will, I'll, tell you what I know.
That was fucking weird.
If perhaps you would hazard a guess as to why the mob turned on me?
I assume that it means that I should be saving him from something.
It is not the eyes that I fear, it is the intelligence behind them. The Absolute is merely the outward form of something far more insidious. The Lord of Murder has returned.
Yes.
As he did 100 years ago, Baal has set his accursed sights on Baldur's Gate. And his temple runs red with the blood of the innocent.
Trust
and
me,
just
I
as
would know.
then, he has more than one chosen to manifest his gruesome plot. He has Orin, and he has you. I see that. You have at least a measure of self-control. But Baal's inheritance is not shrugged off so easily. The heart of a Bhaalspawn is a flipped coin that lands on its edge. Yours is a family set on self-slaughter. When there are two or more, they will destroy one another until a single heir to the throne of blood remains. In times gone by, there was an errant-hearted Bhaalspawn who stood against his foul father and brother, Saravok. Optimist that I am, I hope you are of similar heroic vintage.
We'll see.
I believe you will be. And I'd like to help the only way I know how, with a guidebook. This one did not flow from my quill, but from that of the wizard Irenicus. It is a study of the Slayer, and may give you a much-needed edge when you face Baal's chosen.
I wonder what quest I bugged out by talking to him in my camp.
The Dream Eater. It is said the children of Baal are claimed throughout their sleep, ever disturbed by visions of a life of bloodshed and terror. Once they have seen too much, once these dreams drive their minds to break, they are beset by the Slayer. It is a beast of unspeakable violence that consumes all in its path, including the soul of the one who is host to it. A genius, exiled from his home in the elven paradise of Soldanesala, when he attempted to seize the power of life itself, he instead turned his magnificent mind to murder on a grand scale. That is how he came to crave the power of the Bhaalspawn. He saw them not as living things, but as tools for his own machinations. In the end, though Irenicus took the form of the Slayer for himself, it was a Bhaalspawn who thwarted him.
Grion's Lord, yeah.
That saved Baldur's Gate. Quite so. I was rather hoping you'd gathered all the rest of the adventuring paraphernalia yourself. You'll need every advantage.
My character is standing like a fucking githyanki or something.
I am a living witness to Baal's defeat those 100 years ago.
Wait.
So I know your battle against him is not futile. He can be stopped. But not all of those who stood against him survived. And those who did were never the same again. I wish you luck, my friend. And I hope that when I see you again, you'll be in one piece. 2 or 3 at most.
Interesting thing. He said that he saw this with his own eyes 100 years ago. He's a human, and not a powerful wizard like Elminster or something. So, yeah. He must have something in his pocket.
Whatever happens next, be sure that I will document it all as accurately as possible.
Bullshit. So I just checked on the YouTube. It seems that he's tied to some fucking explosive barrels and in the docks, as you can see here from someone's game. So I guess I skipped this, because he did the dialogue from the camp.
Father, husband, duck breed, a fine selection of tongs. The one indispensable tool of the artisan's workshop, it seems. Tongs, so many tongs.
I'm pretty sure that the narrator cracked laughter after reading this line.
I'm a professional. I can say the word erected without laughing. Once. The locked door has red text on it reading, "All are awaited, all are embraced. None shall escape."
Yeah, I get. This is the front. Let's investigate it first, though. Just out of curiosity. Oh, fuck's sake. This is absolute smart. Well, maybe pals.
The reddish symbol is vile and repellent, but you're not sure where you've seen it before.
Baldur. Dwarven woman with a beard. Yeah, that tracks.
It's true you don't see many dwarf women. And in fact, they are so alike in voice and appearance that they're often mistaken for dwarf men. It's the beards. And this in turn has given rise to the belief that there are no dwarf women.
Well, well, if it isn't the city's next celebrity. You star in our next edition's top
Yeah, what does
story.
that mean, fucker?
We have plenty of ink. Enough to cover all your misadventures in this good city. Trafficking refugees into our city is hardly a good look. Especially when so many are absolutists and murderers. The truth will be out with tomorrow's broadsheet. People will spit in your face. Your very presence will be bad for business. You'll be a pariah, an outcast, as you should be.
I will break your
We
legs.
can only hope the fist do their duty and escort you to the gallows. Your days of scumming up this good city streets will be over.
You know what? I feel like embracing the daddy and just starting murdering people. No, I've done far, far worse than that, right?
Oh, really? Oh, I'm all ears, my quill dipped, dumped, and ready to tell the world whatever you wish to confess.
Your tongue slithers over your glory like the snake it is, tasting each misdeed once again.
Gods, the untold depravity. It is unprintable. I'll be out of syndication if I publish your gore smut confessional. We will stick to our existing story. And you're fortunate, that's all. The headlines are loaded into the print works already. Tomorrow, you will feel the power of free speech. Vox Populi, Vox Dei. Now, guards! I believe our distinguished guest was just leaving.
No.
Would you care
If I need to
escort
destroy
them out?
this place and kill everyone in it, I will.
Up the pen is mightier than no, that's horseshit. Run!
You're all going to die.
You examine what appears to be a test print of tomorrow's broadsheet. Numerous corrections are marked in red ink. You notice one of these corrections scrawled in the margins. Whoever's tampering with the printer, stop it. You're wasting my time. The content of the broadsheet is troubling. You feature heavily in the central article, lambasted as a danger to the city.
Oh, of course.
You approach the printer, noting its ink splots and intricate cogs. Before you can get closer, however, it begins to speak.
Oi! Gormless! Over here! Thought I recognised you. Dolly was right. You aren't much of a looker.
Fuck off.
We both love cheeky words. She does all the shouting, I do the writing. This is my paintbrush. I make sure everything that's in those big, ugly article blocks becomes fine printed artistry. I'm a master pensman, I am. Dolly can't stop talking about you. Hero this, hero that, hero here, hero there. Hello, hero. You know, there's some absolute filth about you in tomorrow's edition. Seeing as you were kind enough to free Dolly, how's about I do you a favour? Why don't we change the headline? We can load up something a bit less damaging for your reputation.
Yes, continue.
Well, first, I've got to release the old nasty topscroll. Look there. Now, you've got to find a new article to replace it. Listen, mate, I'm already doing you a favour. I'm sure you can figure it out yourself.
Yeah, I've got 3.
As the old saying goes, ours is not to wonder why. Ours is but to print or die. Or something like that.
Are you a face all hidden in this? Huh?
Oh, you've returned. Ready to serve some discord?
Of course, I'm a bard.
How delightful.
So wait, which one would it be?
The editor will be in for a surprise tomorrow.
Enemy of the people.
The parasite reels in your skull. Something within the Steel Watcher tugs at your mind. A shadow swims across your vision, and a familiar voice tells you to be calm. You are loved.
Apologies, citizen. Your record is clean. Please enjoy the city and remain vigilant.
I wonder if fucking with the Gazette means that Sentinels will try to fuck us on every turn. I forgot how good this spell
The corpse
feels.
regards you lifelessly.
Bastard! Dwarf!
Baldur.
Shit!
Limbs locked up, then hand cut off.
Karabazon's gift.
The corpse remains silent. It does not
Yeah,
know.
there was a letter from Orange. She doesn't like what's the name? Steelwatch.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Feeding barracks.
Oh, it was just a fucking
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no.
That corpse is huge. Is that a burning heart?
What the fuck? He's actually, yeah, he's fucking... Yeah, for a humanoid, it's fucking big.
Karlach Cliffgate? That can't possibly be you,
Oh,
can
Cliffgate
it?
is her surname.
If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Where the hells have you been, girl? Last I heard you'd run off to Neverwinter, and that was what? 10 years ago.
Neverwinter? Who told you that?
Gortash.
Thought
Said
so.
you didn't even give notice.
Fucker.
That prick, but... Never mind that. Look at you. The years have been good to you.
I won't lie. They have.
Well, go on, girl. Tell me everything.
First thing first, you saw the news, didn't you? About Archduke Gortash.
Right? Oh, I'm sure the fox will make a great duke of the hen house.
I think you were the only thing that kept him a little honest. After you left, things got dark, fast. I got out while my soul was still intact. Started working for an arms merchant. Still in the trade, as you can see. Met my fella Gregor that way. Been together 8 years now. And Karlach, we've a little one on the way.
Fitz! That's incredible! Congratulations! Mum life, huh? You're going to be incredible.
Gods, I hope so. Even after all these years, it seemed to happen so fast. But now that you're back in town, you must come to ours. All of you. We'll have a good supper, catch up. You can meet Gregor. And the little one. In a few months. Are the two of you together?
Maybe once. Not anymore.
You let Karlach Cliffgate slip through your fingers. Poor thing.
Long story.
I can't tell you how good it is to see you, Fitz. I'd love to come have dinner with you and Gregor. We're in the city on some urgent business, but can I come find you when it's all settled?
I'd love that. Meanwhile, if you're still in the business of intimidation, you should take a look at my stock.
That was a nice conversation.
Great to have you back, Karlach.
Hope that wasn't a lie. I hope we do get to meet up with Fitz when this is all over. First step, save the city. Then, save myself. And last but not least, dinner with an old friend. What more could you ask for?
My friend dared me to come here alone for a couple of mugs of ale. So here I am.
Oh, your friend is baiting you to die.
Huh. Come on, mate. Who would want me dead?
I do time to die.
Oh, shit. You're serious. I can see it in your eyes. I've got... shit! I've got a tab to settle. Shit!
Keep bloody wits about you in here. The captain is trying to keep it hush-hush. But I heard a kid got nabbed. Knew it. No wonder Captain Grizzly shoots daggers at anyone who mentions it. My guess, it's them squatters. Spotted a bunch of misfits sneaking into one of them boarded-up houses. Ugh, animals. Lord Gortash will find that kid and sort all this out. Just you wait.
Lord Gortash is probably behind us.
One day I'll catch a break.
Not too downmarket of an establishment for you, I hope, Gale.
Not at all. Why? Some of the finest artists and musicians began their career amidst stale beer and sticky floors. Oh, there is poetry to be found in even the dingiest of homes.
Oh, remind me not to attend any poetry recitals with you.
Society of Brilliance has quite the reputation.
Small enough
Waterdavian academics refer to their work from time to time.
Perhaps Lord Gortash will revive that
They
grand
talk a great
tradition.
deal, but do very little. Which may be for the best. Don't you have nothing else to do but prowl?
You're not inclined to study the wonders of the Underdark.
Its inhabitants and cultures, maybe. Its fungi and cave slime. No sense.
She has a point. She wants githyanki
a
egg.
surface dweller.
Hello.
You find yourself in the cradle of all knowledge relating to the Underdark. The Society of Brilliance.
Nice scale. Are you sorcerer?
Tell me, what can the Society do for you? Yes, dear Lady Esther, one of our most reliable contractors. Though unfortunately, this particular request was too much even for her. I don't suppose you've stumbled across any githyanki eggs during your travels. The Society will compensate you for any we purchase, of course. Study it, of course. The githyanki have been a source of great debate in the Society circles in recent months. You are no doubt aware that citizens of the Underdark are held in great suspicion by those who live above ground. Many believe us to be evil. The githyanki face similar prejudice, but I believe if hatched in a less violent, more intellectually stimulating environment, the child can overcome its evil predispositions. In the literal sense, I will need to induce the egg to hatch via the application of certain currents to the creature inside.
What the fuck?
Once out of the shell, I plan to take a twofold approach. The enforced repetition of sound, moral principle from the Patarian Code, alongside a series of psionic pulses administered to the cerebral tissue.
You are definitely evil.
Assuming I can accelerate its growth, I should have conclusive findings within a year or two at the most. A series of moral imperatives bestowed by the great dragon deity, Bahamut, in my years of study. They're the closest I've found to moral perfection. Only under such rigorous goodness will the subject stand a chance of being cured. My findings could change the perception of Githyanki and the peoples of the Underdark for generations to come. If the child remains evil after the experiment is concluded, it will be destroyed. Such is the fate of all you specimens.
Wow.
Now, I'm eager to get started. So will you sell me the egg?
Attack.
Wonderful! I'll begin making preliminary notes at once. You've provided me with a fine specimen. I'll be sure to mention your name in the footnotes.
My surface, I am glad to see you well. I see your tadpole remains in its state of suspension. Your case has set us on quite the detour from our planned expedition work. We've thought about very little else.
Where's Omeluum?
In the field seeking further subjects for study, though it has been gone for longer than I anticipated. After observing the nature of your tadpole's stasis, we felt it wise to report back to the Society. Omeluum went out into the city to seek out further undeveloped infections like yours. But I have heard nothing since. I admit, I'm somewhat concerned. We are usually sticklers for updating one another on our progress.
Probably kidnapped as always.
Omeluum believed the answer to this riddle lay within the city walls and held some connection to the cult of the Absolute. I had the distinct impression it was intentionally keeping its hypothesis from me, as though even the theory would be enough to put me in
Which is
danger.
why it was kidnapped.
Why that would be, I can only theorize myself. It is rather outside my area of expertise. Omeluum is most likely safe and well, and simply absorbed in its work. However, it would put my mind at rest to confirm it if you happen across its path.